Hi, CPS parents. This is Megan from Achieve300. We have visual aids in Achieve300 that can help support your students with how they interact with Achieve visually. One of the visual aids that can help your child when they are in the lesson is to enlarge the picture. So, in this lesson, there's a picture right here. All lessons will have a picture with a magnifying glass in the bottom right hand corner. When you click that, it will make the picture larger and easier to see. It will make the caption larger as well and easier to read. This way, your child can see and interact with the picture and in an easier way to see it. The text can also be enlarged as well. To enlarge the text on your keyboard, you can hit the Control plus button. The control button is in the bottom left of the keyboard, CTRL, and the plus button is next to the backspace. This will make the text larger in case that makes it easier for your child to read. You can see here there's also a magnifying glass here on the browser, so I can adjust the size there as well. And so either way, using the keyboard or the browser will allow you to make the text larger or smaller to be better and easier to read. When you are using this, you can also drag each pane larger, and this can affect how the text is read. If you see the default, set the paragraphs were, kind of more narrow. When I make it larger, the paragraphs are more spread out, and it might be easier to read this way. When I hit next and go to the multiple choice questions, I can make the multiple choice pane larger. So now I've read the text. I might go back during the questions to refer and find the answer in the text, but I can make these questions larger and make the pane bigger so it might be easier to read, especially if some of the answer choices are longer. If I wanted to make the text longer here, I can go back to my Control plus, make the text larger, or using that plus sign in the top right here to make it larger or smaller. So I can adjust the panes however work best for me. Maybe I want to go back and reread the article. I can make that larger and adjust this way. When I am in the notes, so when I go up to the top here, each section, read, ready, respond, they all have a notes section. In this notes section, students can type and write their response. They can take notes on what they're reading. In the write and reflect step, in ready step, they're asked to write a written response. So for all of these, they'll all have a text box like this. So let's say I'm going to make it larger to be able to see it. When I'm typing in here, it is a smaller text box. So I read that. So it might be a little hard, it's size 12, so a little hard to read at this font. So I can make the font larger. Now at 18-point font, it's a lot larger. I can also change the font. So this is the default. If it's something, some people have an easier font to read, Times New Roman. Some fonts are easy to read for people. Some of them help the eye glide as it reads. So that is better for the student to use. So some students work better with certain fonts. So that can be changed. I can change it, let's see here, to Arial and change the font size. You can also bold it, make a copy of it, but all of these font tools will allow your child to be able to read things more easily. Another visual tool is called the screen masking. This will allow just part of the text to be read at a time. So do you see how everything now becomes grayed out except for this band? So as I'm reading, I'm going to read and it will allow me to just pay attention to the highlighted portion of the text. Not all students need this. This is available for students who would benefit from this. There's a lot going on Achieve300 page in a text when students are reading. So this will allow the child to concentrate on just a few lines at a time instead of the entire text all at once. You can see here, how did the Super Bowl get supersized? This is a visual aid that can help students who would benefit from being able to concentrate on just one part at a time. So I encourage you and your child to use these visual aids as they can help you.